And Vietnam veterans were recognized today in honor of the 50th anniversary of the war. It's part of a 13-year ongoing commemoration to mark the 50th anniversary of a conflict that started in the late 1950s and ended in 1975. More than 9 million veterans served during the Vietnam War.
To the veterans who are here, let me say plainly that your service and sacrifices were not properly nor fully recognized when you came home. I'm proud to use this moment and this place on this day to say thank you and welcome home. You can never hear those words enough.
No, indeed. Meanwhile, 15 active duty members of the military are raising awareness about PTSD and also veteran suicide. The group is running down the East Coast from Boston to Atlanta to spread the message and to raise money for the cause. WSLS 10's Rob Manch caught up with the group as they passed through Lynchburg today. So, Rob, I understand there was a big group of veterans ready to welcome them.
Yeah, there were, especially because one of those runners, Troy Campbell, is from Madison Heights, just outside of Lynchburg. He's been working with this group that calls itself the Shepherd's Men for 3 years to raise money for the Share military initiative that cares for soldiers with PTSD. He says he got involved after hearing from the wife of a veteran about how that program saved his life.
And she said, my husband just graduated the Share military initiative, and without this program, he wouldn't be here.
Campbell says it was that story that made him realize he needed to join 14 other men who dedicate their time every year to try and save lives of their brothers and sisters in uniform. Tuesday, the crew ran a 14-mile leg of their journey into Lynchburg. And they were greeted by veterans from the American Legion.
So when they found out they were coming through Lynchburg, we rolled out the red carpet for them.
The troops, wearing 22-pound flak jackets representing the 22 veterans who commit suicide every day, made their way up the square to the Vietnam Memorial in honor of the 50th anniversary.
Our Vietnam generation, they didn't get that greeting when they came home, and every single one of them swore.
One generation of veterans will not turn it back on another. That's why we're supporting these guys.
Supporting them with a check for $1,200, helping the Shepherd's Men toward their goal of raising $1 million. Right now, the group has pulled in more than $330,000. Campbell says coming to his hometown makes him realize why their work is so important.
I get to see my dad, my mom, my wife, and you start to realize that there's so many veterans out there that they don't ever get to do that again. So this is just one day. That's the rest of their life. So we've got to get the awareness out. We've got to stop the epidemic that is military veteran suicide.
Well, the Shepherd's Men will run their next leg through Roanoke tomorrow morning on their way to Knoxville, Tennessee.